What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to you with another quick video. We're going to talk about Ben Simmons. Before I do the rookie analysis and the breakdowns after the All-Star break to show you how the rookies improved and how they changed and who are the top rookies in the game and how they play and how do they attack and score and play their game. Ben Simmons, he's worth his own video right now because the dude, this team is above 500. I know JJ Redick hit some crazy shots to get it, but they still above 500. They in the playoffs. I picked this team not to make the playoffs, and I don't regret it. I still see it's close, and a lot of teams got a lot of similar records. We haven't had the trades happen because it ain't trade deadline time yet. Some free agents still can get dropped from a roster, go to another roster. Teams can go on runs at the end of the season, including the Sixers. They can go on a run. They can get more chemistry. They can get better. And next thing you know, they get folks, and next thing you know, they make a bigger run. They have the talent. They have the veterans, and they have the young players, and they have guys that can score the basketball. So they can make the playoffs is what I'm saying, especially in the East. But they're gonna have to continue to win consistently and not find themselves in a big hole by February. If they can stay around 3, 4, 5, 6 games above 500, they should be able to make it, and it's possible because the team does have talent. They do have the veterans, but Ben Simmons is amazing right now. He's basically dominating the game so easily. He's not really forcing any shots. He's not really doing anything that's causing a lot of turnovers, causing you to be like, this guy not ready. I've done seen some rookies where they struggled a little bit, had a couple bad games. You don't really know how they're gonna be by the end of the season. You don't know how they be when the team start game planning against them. It seemed like teams are already game planning against Ben Simmons. He haven't seen the full length of that yet because teams still watching him, teams still studying him, and then they're gonna start having some game plans that's gonna force him to switch up his game, force him to adapt, and I think he'd be a player that can do it because he does have the floor spacing, he does have the basketball IQ, and he does have the patience to be a great player in this league and consistently be able to get his numbers and consistently be able to be effective throughout the whole season because he is a mismatch. You're throwing a power forward. He can dribble. He can handle the ball. He's explosive, especially coming off a bad foot. You'll think he'll regress a little bit, but he took the whole off season, took the whole year off, got in shape. He's playing very good. And the thing that kind of I was surprised about with the scoring, because when I seen him in college, he was a scorer, but he still had the size and the strength advantage and the athletic ability that he didn't have in the NBA. Now that he's in the NBA, it's going to be even harder for him to do this on athletic, long, lanky centers and big man, but he was able to do it, and I think he's going to continue to do it because he's just patient. He takes his time. He picks his spots while keeping his teammates involved, so you don't really see him trying to force anything. It just comes naturally, and is about his ability to now knock down that mid-range shot when necessary. Makes the defense have to be a little honest because they don't want to give him easy open shots like they do to Rondo because he takes up a lot of space and he can get you with 1 or 2 steps and he's right past you. Next thing you know, he at the rim, or he's kicking out to a shooter, or he's dumping it off to Embiid. And that becomes a problem because you have to stop this guy. And I like him. He's very mature. He's very smart. He's very under control, and the guy not scared to take big shots. That's one thing we seen in college, that he wasn't really aggressive sometimes. Sometimes he was a little stagnated, and it changed this year. And I want to be honest about it because when I watch him in fourth quarters, he's getting off that pick and roll. He's going right to the basket. He's dunking on people. He's creating contact. He's kicking it out after being aggressive. And we didn't really see that at LSU. Sometimes Ben Simmons, he'll get a lot of shots. Sometimes he'll pass the ball. Sometimes in the fourth quarter, he'll rely too much on his teammates instead of carrying them to the W. And that's why they didn't make the tournament. But he's playing the completely opposite with this team, with the Sixers. One thing that helps him a lot is that he's actually playing with real NBA players. You know that most of the people that play in college do not make it to the NBA. He's playing with elite shooters, and Covington has improved, and he's knocking down shots. JJ Redick knocking down shots. Joel Embiid, his three-point shot is sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but he's a guy that can knock down the mid-range jumper, get to the paint, and finish. and he has more. He has more help and he has more talent around him, and you're starting to see him utilize that and feeding off of them and making plays. And the guy is a beast. For him to get these triple doubles, I think he's going to be doing that all season. He's not going to average a triple double, but I told you guys that he's going to get the rebounds because they're going to miss a lot of shots. You know, when you play against the Sixers, it's kind of a very high-paced game. You take a lot of shots. Somebody's going to have to grab the rebounds, and he's a quick, athletic big that can grab the rebounds, and he's stuffing that stat sheet when it comes to the rebound. And when Markelle Fultz and Jerry Bayless is not really a pass-first point guard, he's more of a scoring guard. They put the ball in Ben Simmons' hands so he can make the plays. And I told you guys, even if he plays with Fultz, they can play mix and match off the ball because Fultz can create off the pick and roll. Plus, he can shoot threes. Plus, if you switch, he's fast enough to shoot the three and get to the rim and open it up for Ben Simmons for lobs and dunks, including Joel Embiid. But he adds another ball handler that can attack off the dribble and create his own shot. And I'm talking about Fultz. But Fultz can actually shoot, and he's actually big. He's a big point guard. So I really like this team. I'm starting to like it more and more as I see it. Like I said, the biggest reason why they pick them to make the playoffs is because they had no chemistry. Ben Simmons missed the season. Joel Embiid missed half the season. Markelle Fultz never played in the NBA. And I thought that they're young players that they're building around that I didn't know if they could handle that pressure. I know if they can play well together, and they still haven't really played that much together because Fultz is out already. So I really want to see how this team going to continue to gel, how they're going to continue how to learn, and how they're going to continue how to play defense, how to close out games, how to win games. And it's going to be fun to see. You know, this team, we knew going into this season that there's going to be a fun team to watch because Joel Embiid is an exciting player for people. He dances. He entertains the crowd. Ben Simmons, we all wanted to see, was he worthy of that #1 pick? He didn't prove it in Summer League last year, but he's showing that he's exciting and he's fun to watch. And they're winning. You know, they might not make the playoffs. They might not, you know, going a long winning streak. But right now, they're in the playoffs, and right now they are winning. And at the end of the day, you see the potential of how good this team can be in the future if they can keep everybody healthy and if this team can continue to play together. They already signed Embiid to a long-term contract. Ben Simmons, he got, what, 1.5 years before he signed his. Markelle Fultz haven't even played enough, and they still winning without him. The team looks very good. And Ben Simmons do look like the #1 pick. And I told you guys, if I had to pick a rookie of the year, I'm picking Ben Simmons because the guy can fill up the stat sheet. And that's really all that matters when it comes to the rookie of the year. You can have a trash team as long as you putting up the best stats. Majority of the time you'll win rookie of the year. I know Brogdon was an exception last year, but Joel Embiid put up the best stats, but he didn't play the whole season. So that flopped in his favor. And Saric, he wasn't as efficient as Brogdon. So most of the time, even if you're losing, even if you're on a terrible team, maybe even the worst team in the league, you still can win Rookie of the Year if you put up the stats. And I felt like Ben Simmons, with his ability to handle the ball, his ability to make plays, his ability to be on a bad team, so they're going to need somebody to take shots. Plus, they run a high-tempo offense to a certain extent, and it's not really that much defense played sometimes. He can get a lot of rebounds because there's going to be a lot of missed shots. So I knew going into this season that Ben Simmons was going to be able to average close to a triple-double, and I said that in the video before the season even started. So everything looks like it's coming to fruition. Everything looks like it's promising for Ben Simmons. He's doing similar things that he did in college. He's just doing them better. He's more prepared. He's more patient, and he's just going out there playing his game. And that's what the coach is allowing him to do. They're giving him the green light, and it's paying them dividends because they're winning right now. So all we can do is see if they can stay healthy and see if they can continue to close and win games and continue to make the process to making the playoffs. They had this whole trust the process slogan. It looked like it's working, and now we have to see it all the way out. And this is just the beginning, and it's looked like an exciting future for the Philadelphia 76ers and their fans. So let me know what you guys think about the 76ers and Ben Simmons. Is he Rookie of the Year? Is he going to run away with it? Is he the best rookie this year and last year? And is he going to be the next NBA superstar coming out of Philly? Because he looks like he can do it. He looks like he can be a top 10 player in the league one day. He's not there yet, but one day he looked like he's going to be one of the best players in the league. He's looking like a franchise player right now, and at the end of the day, that's what you draft him for the #1 pick. You're looking for that franchise guy. You're looking for that game changer. You're looking for that person that can put the team on his back and carry you to W's. And Ben Simmons done did that in a couple fourth quarters, and he done showed that he has potential to continue to do it. So I can't really doubt him because he's proven me right and he's proven me wrong at the same time. And if you want to get a high pick, this is what you want. If you get the #1 pick, a game-changing guy. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Quinn Wade Basketball signing out. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description, the comment section below. Click the link and send you to my website. Become a user. Click the link and send you to my Facebook page. Like to show support. That's all I'm asking you guys to do. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis signing out. And let me know what you guys think about the Sixers and Ben Simmons and a early start.